just for the export business, but also domestically. And this is going to become even more important as we go forward for what I'll talk about next. So this is kind of the present stage, but when we look at automotive manufacturing, and particularly the use of steel in automotive, what's critical is lightweighting of the vehicle. And the steel industry has many programs looking to how they can make vehicles with steel as light as possible. And this is done by increasing the strength of the steel, and then when you increase the strength, you can reduce the thickness of the steel and reduce the weight of the vehicle. But if you're doing this, the steel may be getting stronger, but it's no more corrosion resistant. So if you reduce the thickness of the steel by 50%, any corrosion that happens, is going to corrode at the same rate as if the steel was thicker. So the impact of the corrosion on these ultra high strength steels is much more critical than the older vehicles that were using the lower strength steels and the thicker steels. And here's just an example. We showed the body in white in the earlier slide, but it's a misnomer to think they're all the same steel. A body in white is really a composite of many different steels that are designed for the actual component or the part of the vehicle and the stresses that those components are taking. And this pie graph is just showing the change to advanced high strength, ultra high strength steel, and the increased percentage of these high strength steels that are being used in vehicles today and increasingly in the future to help reduce the weight. And of course the weight is linked to the emissions and reducing the emissions of the vehicle. So this is happening, and it's going to continue to happen, and the importance of using galvanized steel.
That these are the cars which have been made by normal cold rolled steel, cleaned and coated with the so-called phosphating and chromating, followed by the other coatings. Compared to that, the foreign cars are the high-cost cars like Venta and other cars which are made by the galvanized thing. There is a better improvement into that. So that very clearly shows the environment is, especially the what we call in ISO things C3 to C4 environment, is really creating doing damage to the cars which are not made from the starting galvanized materials. And if we have to really go for that, as he told that the cars which we are exporting, we are following the international standards, then why not Indian cars should follow the same standard? So basically what we want is that, and we're giving this talk to press, is basically to raise this point, why Indian people should not get a better car. That is the main aim on which we are trying to working. And then, as he very nicely showed, that India is, I think, the fourth largest manufacturing of cars, and our export business is dependent on that. So if we can create a uniformity between the local cars and international models, then it will work in a much better way. So this is the kind of message we want.